Alright, YouTube. Harbor Freight U.S. General 5-drawer tool cart. I'm going to do a tour on it. This is just, oh, that's a Shopsmith, in case you guys are wondering. I've had this thing for about a year. It's pretty good. Got the side shelf, a couple rags. Oh, brake cleaner, tire foam, PB blaster, lube, magnetic trays. I've got some Harbor Freight 9mm gloves. They're actually pretty good. Oh, tie rod separator, sledgehammer. I've got a rags or paper towels, whatever. All right, nitty gritty. That's for the kids. Used to work on cars for a living, but I don't anymore. Have some stuff still. This is the best ratchet I've ever used. It's got a nice fine tooth count. Locking flex head. I know a lot of people don't like that button because it sticks out, but it's never been in my way. So, nice comfort grip. Real nice. Good ratchet. Got a Mac right there next to it. It's a longer one. I think this is like a 40 tooth or something like that. I actually just got a rebuild. You can hear that. That's a lot higher tooth count. Spark plug sockets. These are all Blue Point sockets. Every single one of them. Except for this. The 10mm refill kit from O'Reilly's. And it actually comes with this long one too, but as you can see, I probably won't be able to shut my shit, so it sits right there. I got this Icon ratchet. Try to see what the hype's about. I got a 1/4 inch straight one. I didn't get a flex head or anything fancy. I did get the comfort grip, but I wanted to see what the big deal was. I've used it a couple times. It's not bad, okay, but their whole thing is they're wanting to beat the tool truck. You don't have to sell tools at Harbor Freight to beat the tool truck. Carlisle, fantastic ratchet, fantastic. Put cheater bars on it, use it. That's the first one I grab, is that Carlisle ratchet right there. It is good. I've got Snap-on ratchets, I've got Williams ratchets, Blue Point ratchets, Mac ratchets, and I grab the Carlisle every single time. It is a good ratchet, really good ratchet. This one I put a 6-foot pipe on it with a 9/16 socket, and I came over here to my workbench, these lag bolts here that I used, and didn't break it at all. Cigarettes, braces, overflow sockets. Anyway, I'm kind of impressed with it, but it's kind of pricey. This ratchet has a comfort grip. It's not bad. The length is okay. I mean, my hand, I like this one because it actually conforms to my entire hand. But I wish that this was about 2 inches longer with the comfort grip to go with it. That's what I wish. But not so I over torque bolts, but just to have a little bit more comfort. If they're trying to compete with the tool trucks, they should expect the people that are buying their tools know what they're doing with them. So if you have a little 2 inches longer on your ratchet, if you're using a 1/4 inch drive, if you're using an 8mm or whatever, you know how tight they need to be. Okay? But that's just my thought on it. Torx, Tampa Torx, Allen, standard, metric, get some long, I think it's a 5 and a 7, kind of common, but wobbles, gear wrench. Anyway, whatever. Nut drivers, Blue Point nut driver trim tool. Actually, I got this one at O'Reilly's. It's not bad. I got a longer one somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but I kind of like that piece right there, so you can adjust how you pry. But pry bars. Tectum pry bars, made in the USA. Snap-on, Greenlee, Klein, whatever. Whatever's a good deal at the time. Klein nut drivers. All right, hammer drawer. Hammer drawer, punches. I got this set right here. I'm not going to open it up, but it's a proto set. It's got punches, chisels, center punches, you know, got an aluminum hammer. A lot of people use brass hammers. I like aluminum because they are lighter. And they're just as soft as brass, in my opinion. Rubber mallet, baby, pry bars, ball peens, dead blow. Actually, this is a, what is that? Pittsburgh. I have beat the shit out of this thing. Lifetime warranty though, right? Baby ball peen for roll pins. And, yeah, that's that drawer. Plier drawer. Pliers, snap ring pliers. This is my go-to snap ring pliers. It's got that old school. You can get that thing open wide though. I don't even know what brand it is. It was my grandpa's, but I love it. It just says chrome vanadium. That's it, but they are old and they are good. Probably Utica or something. That's what these little cutters came from my grandpa, and they're Uticas, and they are. He said he's had those for 40 years. Maybe not. That's what he said though. I don't think they had rubber handles 40 years ago, but let's see if I can get it to focus. Utica tool, made in the USA. There's a part number. Plier strippers, box cutter, crescent wrenches, more snap ring pliers. Oh, this thing's sweet. This is made by Malco, Connex 1, whatever. But it's got a locking thing back where you pull it back, and you can put the same adapters you put in your 1/4-inch impact, your hex head impact in this, and you can make your own nut drivers and everything else. I think it was like $7 or $8 on Amazon. It's actually a pretty good deal. I like it. Wrench drawer. Black ones are Proto, except for the 15. Somebody liked it better than I did. Allen wrenches, ignition wrenches, standard metric. Carry on from a Proto. I think I have the Protos up to like 36 millimeter. Oh, crazy. 1/2-inch drawer. Tectum. Mac ratchet. I think this is a Williams. Yeah, it's a Williams. A USA Williams. Speed handle, snapper. I have a 6.0, so I need that for my rear wheel bearings. I need that for my IPR. Fuel filter. That's a fuel filter wrench for my wife's car. Gloves. She's got a 2014 Acadia. I think it's a piece of shit. But it's pretty. Whatever. So, S&K. Blue Point. Don't even know. Alright, other toolbox. Pliers. MIG pliers. Channel locks. Vice grips. Wire strippers. All the needle nose. Get the long ones too. 10 snips, left, right, straight, whatever. Crimpers. Dikes. Cable cutters. Specialty drawer, kind of. Inch-pound torque wrench, CDI, Blue Point, fuel clamp, fuel line clamp, dial indicator, Ford, fuel filter removal tool. It's a caliper. It's a Fowler. That's a good one there. Mike. Wrenches. Metric wrenches, nut drivers, squares, screwdrivers. It's got the little set from Walmart. My wife actually got it for me. I was working on one of my kids' tools, and it had the triangle bit in it, so she just got the whole set for me. It actually has came in handy more than once for like car radios and stuff. Conduit reamer. He used to be an electrician. Let's see. Extra ratchet wrench drawer. There's the rest of those Protos. They get pretty big. On the go. I got a Cobalt workbench. So I've got this. This is my extractors. And I put also known as please don't break. So I've got these kind with left-handed drill bits. I've got these kind, the Black & Decker cheapies. I've used those on screws. These are the speed outs, stud remover, left-handed drill bits. The Irwin set. This one's actually a really good set. I had someone like the other set I had, so I had to buy a new set. Actually, they sell you this part, or this part, one of them. They sell you one of them, but then it's kind of confusing because it'll say 5/16 or 8mm or 5, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of confusing. But I had to buy both of them, and it'll be like $60. But it's a last set I had. I let somebody borrow. I've never seen it again. So that's that. Oh, well, I got wire staples, 5-inch cotter pins, hose clamps. Oh, concrete drawer. Punches, files, chisels, pry bars. Torque screwdriver in that black bag right there. That is a seal and race driver from Lyle. Carpet knife, razor blades, wire brushes, drill chucks, knockouts, plumb bobs, torch, grinding things, air conditioner. This is actually an old school seal puller. Old school, but oil filter wrench, crescent wrenches, specialty stuff, scanner, Harbor Freight oxygen sensor kit, thread chaser, I think it's a Mac, thread restore set, yeah, that's a good set there, I've used it a couple times, thread files, ball joint, socket set, Williams socket set, Proto 1/2-inch drive torque wrench. That's actually a really good torque wrench there. Everybody's got up to these digital things now. But that's actually a really good torque wrench, even though it's backwards, but whatever. Plumb bob. Anyway, got a welder, fluids, MAP gas, propane, anti-seize, grease, starter fluid, parts cleaner, brake lube, RTV, oil filter for my lawnmower, fluids down at the bottom, this garden sprayer's got degreaser in it, welder, big C-clamp, that's a big one, that's an EGR cooler for a 6.0, come along, pipe wrenches, baby air compressor, some rotors that need to be turned. Other tool cart. This thing comes in handy for drill bit sizes. It does. Drill index. Even though this tells you the drill bit sizes, but whatever. Bit set. Number punches. Pullers. Drill index. Fastenal. Bits. Air number 1. Air number 2. Cornwell die grinder. This thing's a bad dude. That's a bad dude. It's a workhorse there. Standard wrenches. Hardware store. Hammers. Ass loads of vice grips. All the vice grips. Wire brush hammers. Enormous flathead. I think I got this at a yard sale and thought it was cool. Pry bars. Level. Alright, over here. So I got this set for my buddy. His house actually caught on fire and the insurance paid him out. So he gave me all the bins with the bolts already in it. It's pretty cool. Heat shrink. Stake-ons. Crimp nuts. Butt splices. Brass fittings. This one, it says battery studs, but you know, I've got a couple battery studs over here. But taps, E-Torx, extra Torx, paddle bits, jigsaw blades, extra Allens. This next one I think is all drill bits. It is. Got drill bits, all the drill bits. Then you get those 2 more floater cases. That one's got cotter pins, that one's got fuses. Let's see, 1/2 inch, 7, 3/8, 5/16, quarter. They're full. The bolts are anyway. And you get some washers, but a lot of those are, yeah, anyway. Got a whole thing of 10 mils here. A whole thing of 10 mils. Let's see what grade these are. Nine. 0.0, whatever that is, grade 5, grade 8, I don't know, metric. 5/8 bolts, lug nuts, studs. Got a couple steel plates, couple rods down there. Got a welding helmet, Dremel tool, bandsaw, fire extinguisher, hammer drill, router, torches, baby torches. Those egg crates or milk crates are full of straps. That bag has welding gloves and stuff. That's a router, suction cup. And then I think that about concludes the Harbor Freight toolbox tour. Tool cart tour, sorry. Until next time.